welcome back to the Ryder Games YouTube channel. My name is Jamie and I am back again today to teach you more Gateway Island. Today we're going to be having a look at the fourth game in Gateway Island called Fishing Day. Fishing Day is a game for 2 to 6 players and will use the following mechanics: party game, dexterity, betting, and player elimination. So without further ado, let's learn how to play Fishing Day. Let's get started with the setup. Fishing Day is going to use Island Card 4, the 6-sided die, and the wooden cubes. Set the Island card aside to start. Each player will need to take 5 cubes of their chosen color and set it in front of them. For the purposes of today's How to Play, I'll be setting up a 3-player game. Then we're going to be spreading cubes from all 6 colors on the table so that they occupy at least 2 cards worth of space. These are going to represent our fish. Randomly select a first player, aka the fisherman, and give that player the island card. And that's the setup. Fishing Day is played in a series of rounds, each round consisting of 3 phases. Phase 1 is called casting the net. On your turn, roll the 6-sided die. This result will indicate how many different colors you must attempt to cover with the island card. Quantity of fish isn't important, only the number of colors will matter. Then all other fishermen must bet on whether or not you will successfully cover the requested colors. To vote, each player will hold out a closed fist, and then on the count of 3, players will vote at the same time by either giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up for success, thumbs down for failure. The active player will then decide which side of the island card they will use and keep it flat with that side facing up. I'll go into more detail on the sides of the card shortly. Then let the card fall on the table from at least 12 inches or a distance agreed upon by all players, trying to cover the exact numbers of colors indicated on the die that was rolled. Let's give it a try. I rolled a 5. So I can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors right there. So that's probably where I'm going to go for. I would hold the island card about 12 inches above, and then we're going to let it drop. Just like that. Now we're going to move into phase 2 called Bring in the Catch. The active player will verify how many different colors they covered with the card and then compare it with the side of the card they selected. Now is a good time to talk about the sides of the island card, starting with side A. On side A, if you covered exactly the amount of requested colors, your attempt is a complete success and you take back a fishnet cube previously lost. Just note that you can't have more than 5 cubes. If you cover 1 color more or less than required, your attempt is a partial success and you neither gain nor lose a fishnet. If you cover 2+ colors more or less than required, your attempt is a fail and you lose a fishnet cube. So in this example, I had selected side A, and let's just see what I covered. Well, I definitely covered more than 5 by 1 because I also covered this yellow. So I covered 6 colors, meaning it's a partial success. So I wouldn't gain or lose any of my fishnets. Let's talk about side B. On side B, if you cover the exact amount of colors required, you have a complete success and you take back a fishnet cube previously lost. If you cover 1 or more colors more or less than required, this is a failure and you lose a cube. So, once again, with this same example, if I were to use side B, because I had covered 1 more cube than colors required, I would have to lose 1 of my fishnet cubes. That's no good. Then finally, we'll move into phase 3 called Resolve the Bets. In this phase, all other fishermen check the results of their bets based on which side of the island card has been used. If using side A and the attempt was a success, whether partially or full, all players who bet failure will lose a fishnet cube. If the attempt was a failure, all players who bet success will lose a fishnet cube. So essentially, whatever the result is, if you bet the opposite thing, you're losing a fishnet cube. Now, if we're using side B and the attempt was successful, all players who bet failure will lose 2 fishnet cubes. And if the attempt was a failure, all players who bet successful will lose 2 fishnet cubes. So basically, side B is a little bit of a more high risk, high reward situation. When a player loses their last fishnet cube, they are immediately eliminated from the game. If more than 2 players remain, the game will continue, moving the active player to the next player in clockwise order. Note, you can move the fish cubes around between rounds if desired, because fish swim, and that's what that represents. The game will continue until only 1 fisherman remains. The last standing fisherman will be the winner. And that's Fishing Day. Now, if you enjoyed this game and all of the mechanics that it's used, we'd love to recommend a next step game for you to try. And for Fishing Day, that game is The Table is Lava from R&R Games. The Table is Lava presents players with a simple challenge. Toss cards onto the table to save your meeples while trying to knock other player pieces into the lava at the same time. Have the most survivors, and you win. So if you enjoyed Fishing Day, please feel free to check out The Table is Lava from R&R Games, which you can find at your friendly local gaming store. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn Fishing Day from Gateway Island. If you're going to continue playing through Gateway Island and you'd like to learn how to play more of the games within, I will make sure to link our playlist below so you can check out all of the how to plays. There's 21 games, so there's a lot to learn and a lot to explore. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comments below and we'll make sure to get to them as soon as we possibly can. I would also encourage you to join the Van Ryder Games Discord if you have any more questions or if you just want to join a really awesome community that loves games. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back again in another video with more Gateway Island. Happy gaming, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!